Everyone and their mother seems to be talking about Amazon FBA as the easiest way to make insane amounts of money for beginners. In fact, this is a tendency that's been going on for years already, and for some reason, people never want to get tired of it. But what they aren't telling you is that Amazon FBA is one of the most difficult business models that you can actually get into, especially if you are a beginner with no money or experience. There's a reason why so many people are actually trying to get this business model to work, but 99% of them are stuck at the bottom while the top 1% are thriving. And listen, I don't think it's a bad business model. It's just simply not a smart path to take if you are a beginner just getting started with no money to invest, or more importantly, no experience. And funny enough, I actually did this as well back in 2022 with my own product that I invested over $10,000 designing my own car air freshener that made to hide in the rearview mirror of your car and made with essential oils and manufactured in the United States. Like, I did everything I could to make this product work. I thought this was a good product, and I thought the amount of money that I spent was actually a good amount of investment and time that I did, but I didn't see a return basically whatsoever. Well, I shouldn't say that. I sold out my first month, which was amazing. I was very excited, but the ROI on this product was not very good. I did not keep the inventory in stock, and I ended up crashing my entire company on Amazon. So I quit and went and tried to search for a new business model that was less risk and honestly smaller of a learning curve. And listen, you can trust me here. I've been that person who has been desperately in search for something to make more money. I've been in so much debt. Like everything with the military, moving from Hawaii to San Diego, and the debt that I accumulated during that process. I was desperate, and I just stumbled across a new business model that ended up working for me, and that is TikTok Shop Affiliate. I came across this with, tons of videos on TikTok and tons of videos on YouTube of people talking about this new business model that can make you a ton of money, and you don't really have to invest a lot into, which I thought was, not normal. I was like, that's not possible. But even with all of that weird stuff involved of me not really trusting the process, I decided to jump into it. And my first month, I made $59,000 in profit from posting TikTok shop content from products that I got completely for free. It's personally changed my entire life, literally taking me from making $6,000 a month in the military to making over $45,000 a month, and changing my life, everybody's lives around me, like my sister who made over $4 million in sales just in 2024, and even my mom who did over $2 million in sales in 2024 because I got all of them on it too. But how does TikTok Shop Affiliate actually work exactly, and why is it such a great business model for beginners? So let's talk about it. First, we have to know, what is TikTok Shop Affiliate? TikTok Shop Affiliate is when you get a product completely for free from a company that's on TikTok Shop. You get that product mailed to your house, you film that product for a video, or you do a live stream, and every time that you make a sale from those videos or live streams, you get to keep a commission or a percentage of every sale. And when you make content that goes viral, like a live stream or a video that does really well, resonates with people, and you picked a good product, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars from just one single product. My first viral product was a retractable car charger that I still sell to this day over a year later. That makes me over $10, $20 a day, even to this day, and I don't even promote it anymore. But when I started posting that product, I made over $60,000 just in my second month promoting that product. Second is, why is it so easy to get started with this? And the reason is that you don't need any money to get started. You don't need capital, you don't need anything. You really just need followers, and that is the hardest part. But to be honest with you, the followers are pretty easy to get to. A lot of other business models, you have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars sometimes. I mean, in my case, it was $10,000 just to get my product going, and I had to hope that it would actually take off. Whereas TikTok Shop Affiliate, there is no money. You don't need to spend a single dime, but your first month, you could make $59,000 just like I did. Another really common question I get is, how fast can I see results? When should I start seeing success? And to be honest with you, it totally varies on how well you perform and how good of content you make. The people who study other viral content on TikTok and actually research why that content is going viral, recreating it, making the actual same hooks, fixing all the problems that they have when they post, and then, actually analyze their content, are the people who end up seeing success really quickly. This is actually the same thing that my sister did. Her first 2 months, she didn't make almost any money whatsoever, but her third month, she made $70,000, all because she actually fixed the problems that she was making in her first 2 months. Now, how do you get started? You need 5,000 followers just to actually be able to post as many times as you want. If you have 1,000 followers, you can get into the program, but you can only post 5 times per week, which is not enough. I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel and check out our other videos because we go over how to actually gain the followers on TikTok as well. Another really common question I get is, what kind of equipment do I need? Do I need crazy lighting? Do I need crazy camera equipment and, audio equipment? The answer is really no. The only thing that I ever use to make my content is just my cell phone. That is it. I have a nice iPhone, but that's about it. I don't use a microphone. I don't use lighting equipment, even though lighting equipment is actually very helpful if you have bad lighting inside of your home. Now, how do you actually get these products to start promoting them? Well, once you are a TikTok Shop affiliate, you can actually go into the product marketplace and you can select any kind of product that you actually want. And you can either purchase that product yourself, or what I like to tell people is do not pay for these products. You should be requesting free samples, which a lot of these companies will send you a free sample completely for free, no catch. All you have to do is make the content within 14 days. Now, there are a couple skills that I would say are really necessary to making this content work on TikTok Shop. Now, the first one being, you need to be able to actually look at your content and analyze it objectively and say, why is this not going viral? And how can I make my content like this other person who did go viral? Being able to analyze your content and see what is actually getting people to stay and what's not is actually really helpful. And also, TikTok is starting to help you with these features as well. Every time you post a TikTok Shop video, you can actually go to the More Metrics tab at the bottom, and you can actually look and see, and TikTok will tell you what is going on in your video that's causing people to want to leave. They'll tell you, hey, your hook is bad, your content is, people are leaving in your content really early, or just whatever the case is. They'll tell you what you need to fix on, but it's usually pretty broad. So that's why I highly recommend go and watch viral content and see what they're doing and see how you can replicate their content to make it for yourself. The second skill that I'd highly recommend is being able to actually speak on camera with good tonality. A lot of people, they go into this and they kind of sound very robotic. And a lot of people do when they first start. If you looked at the beginning of my videos, I was very robotic, but I learned really quickly how to shift that, because I would look at other people's content and I'd go, they don't sound like I do. What is going on? And I would find ways to just shift my tonality to make it sound better and more like these people who were going viral. And this is a big reason why people fail, is because they go into this with the mindset that hey, I'm gonna post 3 or 4 videos on TikTok Shop and I'm gonna go viral, I'm gonna make hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's not the case. It does take a lot of work. It's a lot of posting, it's a lot of reanalyzing your content and seeing what works and what doesn't. But a lot of people don't wanna do that. A lot of people wanna give up after their 3rd or 4th video, and it's just, honestly, that's not how it works. My first month, I posted 87 videos. 87 videos. A lot of people are like, that's a crazy amount, but it didn't feel like that because I knew every single time that I posted one of these videos, it was a free lottery ticket that I just bought from the gas station. And plus, on top of that, I was getting free products that I could sell on Facebook Marketplace as well. So either way, I was gonna make money. But the problem is a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people see this as like, I need to make money immediately or else I'm giving up. And that's not the mindset you should have. Now, here are some actionable steps that you can take right now. If you are not a TikTok Shop affiliate, step number 1 is you need to get to 5,000 followers. Once you have 5,000 followers, you can apply for TikTok Shop affiliate. And once you get accepted into the program, which you should be automatically, you need to start looking around your house for products that are already on TikTok Shop, which I can almost guarantee you have. Once you find these products, you need to also be requesting free samples and messaging these sellers as many of them as possible so you can start getting more products mailed to your house. During that process, you need to be filming the products that you have and you are getting to start posting at least 3 times per day. As you're posting this TikTok Shop content, you need to be looking back at the metrics and looking at, why are people leaving my video? Why am I not making sales? Because I guarantee you're not gonna go viral your first video. This is a testing phase for you. You're going to be posting a lot of content, looking back and testing new ways of speaking, new ways of filming, new styles, new metrics, new everything. You need to be changing things up often to see what works and what doesn't. If you do these things, I can guarantee you that you will be successful on TikTok Shop as long as you don't quit. Now, if you guys want more in-depth guidance on how this works, watch this video where I break down basically everything that you need to know, as well as how I film my content and actually do it live with you.